I never done this before, but I'm under the impression I don't have a means to do it, but you could probably fill your whole tire up with this. I don't have the money, but I reserve all rights. I'm just kidding. But if you do it and you have the means and you see me, I'm trying to do something. There's a reason I'm trying to do this, and there's a reason I'm not doing what everybody's expecting me to do, but I do want to do that. I just want to do like what we're talking about with cash. I think it's very important to have cash more than just going to a whole nother deal. I'll be talking about that on the way, uh, and stuff like that, and other things, and stuff like that. But for a tire, I think if you had a means to just put this in there, but you'd have to get it, I think, all filled up. What do you call it? And be able to get it back on the rim here, you know? So I don't know, like if you drilled holes, ding, 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 or something like that, which I think you could do, and uh, in it, I don't know if that will weaken the rim or not. It depends on the steel, probably. And put the thing in there, put the tire on there, and then fill it up. But in that aspect, if you did that, you know, what foam cost, and you could probably still use a tube if you did that, or may even like, okay, my tube went flat, but I think this foam, as you can see, it goes, uh, it gets kind of soft and stuff like that. It turns back into, what do you call it? I think that would be your tire versus some other stuff, and then this would be your what do you call it? Your thingamabopper, uh, your enclosure, your there's a word for it, your cast or whatever. But in that, so it's probably $1 million, and but these things are $4 a piece. So $4 a piece, but if you'd ever may never have to use one again. Now, this is where the conversation of, do you agree to have all your stuff given to Facebook or given to YouTube? Intellectual property, which is the argument between other things and other people. So there's a stand with that, which is the same thing that was going on with Elon Musk and Ford, right? Now you just beat everybody out of that or whatever if you just don't care. You know, I want to use it, but I could use some financing for what I'm doing. But this is where it's like, okay, I don't have the money right now. Bink, bink, which comes into what? So that is the same argument, micro, macro, da da da. And in, what do they call it that a lawyer adheres to? Uh, it's like a thing of morality, but I think it's uh, character or something like that. What do they call it? There's certain things. I can't think off the top of my head right now what the name of that is. Uh, but there's it was creates conflict of interest. There's a whole thing about it. But in that, which you have to, we have to, right? Christians, church, da da da. Anyways, which is the whole question behind how you interact with the lady, which is what, in between each other and da 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 da, you know. But anyways, freaking, uh, if you make $1 million, how you do it? Which is where they come into like these rockhound things, mining and not mining. If you can cut it to sell, or if you can't, da 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 da. So now, Paul was a tent maker.